Medley Media Podcast. It's your girl Country, and today we are here with Mr. ShowDown, your baby daddy.
Hello, hello, hello.
Do you still go by your baby daddy? How did you even get that tag?
When I got on radio, I just wanted people to remember me, so I said I know people either love or hate their baby daddy. So I figured that was something people would remember.
ShowDown, your baby. So do people actually say that when they see you?
All the time. All the time.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
No.
Where are you?
Born and raised in the Bronx and Fayetteville. I traveled back and forth until I was in high school. So
You went to high school here?
I went to high school in Fayetteville.
Okay.
Pew pew. I went to Terry. Well, I went to junior high. Now let me back up. I went to elementary, went back to New York, came back, went to junior high, went back to New York, and then came back and went to high school and then stayed.
Why you keep going back and forth so much?
My mother would get on my nerves, and then I had the option to go to my grandmother's house.
The option, or were you running? You weren't running away, were you?
No, I was getting in trouble.
Oh.
It was making me go at first, and then I love going down south. And then I love being away from New York and then missing New York and going back. And then I love going back and forth. But when I got to high school, I don't know. I just stayed with my grandmother, just kind of stuck with me. And I have been going back and forth since
The high school was where?
Terry Sanford, same place J. Cole
Fayetteville?
graduated at. That's right. Pum pum. It was Hillcrest, Terry Sanford. I went to a place called Margaret Willis.
Margaret Willis?
That was elementary. And I did a speech. I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream of Dr. Martin Luther King.
That's something you...
No, that was my actual speech in elementary.
Oh, okay.
I still remember it.
You can pass with that then in elementary.
That was my speech that I did, and my granddaddy cried. He was in the front clapping. And I still remember my speech. Can't remember what just happened yesterday, but I can still remember my speech in elementary.
It wasn't that long of a speech, so...
Yeah, it was very long ago. But
so who were you before you were ShowDown? Care to tell us your real name?
Pyong. My real name?
Okay, you don't have to. It's just a question.
My real name is Will. See, that's so boring.
Is that your real name?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. So who were you before you got to 102? Before you started doing any type of music? What were you doing?
Movie theater. I used to work in a movie theater for like 6 years.
Was that here?
I started in Fayetteville, and then I used to work at the Lynchfield Cinemas.
I remember that.
Which was on High Point Road.
Mm-hmm.
What it was called back then.
And then it was the $2 movie theater.
Then it was $2 movie theater. Mm-hmm. So I used to manage that movie theater.
Okay.
And I got fired.
That was a minute ago. What you get fired for?
Fighting. On Christmas.
You fought a customer?
No, I ain't fighting no customer. That would be unprofessional.
Fighting period is unprofessional, but what was you fighting for?
I was fighting for freedom. I was fighting for my freedom. Cross trainer will tell you, man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But no, it's a long story. Dude was riding my back. He kept talking trash. I kept telling Bob, the manager, your man keep talking trash and saying, I'm over here trying to count the cups. I'm doing stock. And
you were the manager? You were counting cups?
I was assistant manager, which they made me become the assistant manager. I didn't even want to do that. But in the theater business at that time, if you learn how to do everything, you have to become a manager. That's like
either that or you get
some
fired.
Gangster shit. Oh yeah, you gotta go. So I had learned how to do everything. So I became a manager. All I wanted to do was watch movies for free and eat popcorn. I didn't really care about all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I worked at a movie theater before at the Four Seasons Mall. You remember that movie theater? They didn't really get no customers.
I do. I went and saw Daylight there, and I had a whole Libby Hill plate. Shout out to my boy Kyrie and T. We went to Libby Hill. We got the big plates and snuck it in the movie theater.
How did you sneak that in the movie theater?
And a 40-ounce. Pow. Gangster.
But how did you...
And I'm not lying.
I believe you, but how did you get that in there?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Maybe we had a bag or something. I'm sure we had a bag. We went to the 2:30 afternoon show. I'm old.
So, what led up to music? What was going on? What was going on in your life that made you get into music?
I actually, I was rapping since I was young. Like everybody say, I was rapping when I was a young guy. I've been performing for a long time, and then I had an independent deal up here in Greensboro. That didn't work out. Then I got another independent deal. Then that didn't really work out either. And then I was doing interviews at 102, and I kind of knew everybody there, and so I kind of stumbled into radio. Shout out to Sean D, Kevin Chaos, Tap Money, D. Cherie.
What you mean you were doing interviews? What kind of interviews were you doing?
I was my first interview, I was on tour. Mm-hmm. I had my little record, If You Can't. I used to rap about my testicles a lot. So that was a thing. But I was doing my interviews, and I had the opportunity to do an interview with Tap Money, like my first interview I did in Greensboro. And then from there, me and Tap kind of developed a relationship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is like, when you're cool with professional people, but you're just cool with them away from it, you kind of you get cool with people. Like, it's instead of me always asking you, I know you do music, yo, can I get my song played? You know, we never talked about music. We talked about everything else. Mm-hmm. And that kind of said, you should come back to the radio and talk about your balls again, you know? And so that's how I got started.
Actually told you to come talk about your balls.
No, I added that because I was going to talk. That was my thing. And then Tap gave me my first opportunity on the radio. And then Kevin Chaos, Sean D kind of helped me get into just taking radio seriously. I didn't want to do it.
At one point, like in the 90s, it wasn't a 102. Wasn't everything was Power 97 at first, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What year did you move here?
I didn't get here till like 97, 98.
Oh yeah, I think 102 was here.
But there was. And I know Kevin Chaos was there. I believe DJ Polo was there during that time. Before they moved to where they are now. And some other people too.
Amos Quick.
Maybe.
I think his name was Amos.
Yeah,
I want to say he used to be on Power 97.
Maybe. You know what? I'm not sure.
Before you was at 102, you used to be on another radio station, didn't you? Steve Harvey show?
No, I wasn't on his show. I just
worked there.
I did an interview there, and then I used to do intros. I would rap for 60 seconds and do like a commercial. And so I had like 30, 35 intros from Detroit, Chicago, of course, Greensboro, Durham, Charlotte, L.A., and a few other places. Like, and so I got up with Keisha Monk. Used to do radio in Raleigh, and then did radio in L.A., and I did an intro for her, and then that's how I got to do an interview with Steve Harvey. And then I did 2 intros for Steve Harvey, where he used to host the Hoodie Awards every year.
The what?
It's called the Hoodie Awards. It's a big function, and it's like the best barbecue, the best barbershop, all these. So, and I did an intro of him to come out. Even though they never gave me no tickets there or invited me there or nothing, you know. They didn't give me a damn thing.
You got credit.
Me and Glenn Lewis. Remember Glenn Lewis?
Mm-mm.
Glenn Lewis was an R&B.
Was he
he was dark skin. He was from
low cut.
Yeah,
like
he was from Canada. Yeah,
I do remember him.
Play a guitar.
I don't remember that part, but I want to say I remember. Yeah.
So I was there doing an interview, and he was there at the same time. So yeah, I did get the opportunity, and I did talk to Steve on two separate occasions. So that was a great opportunity. It was a blessing.
How did you end up splitting from there? What made you? How did you leave there?
What you mean leave?
That was all you were supposed to do, just 2?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a job. It was just, hey, Steve Harvey likes what's his name? Mr. Cheeks. Lights, Camera, Action. That's Steve Harvey's favorite rap song. So
is it for real?
That's what they told me. His assistant told me that. So I used that beat and did a commercial. But that was it. You know, it wasn't a
Okay.
job. I ended up doing another intro there. So my voice is being heard once, 5 days a week in California. So
So
that was cool.
Can we talk about 85 Central for a minute? How did that come about?
Wait, so hold on. Before we talk about that, though, I'm just saying, I got a lot of artist stories. I got like 15 years of artist stories. I just want to throw that out there.
Of just any artist?
No, well, not any artist, but at least 65% of the industry. I probably interviewed at least 25% of each artist of that year for the last.
Can you share any stories?
10 years. No. Let's talk about 85 Central. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, you're asking. I'll talk about it.
What's
See,
the
I
best
did that
story?
crossfit?
Yeah. That
No,
was
I
great.
don't know. It just depends. Snoop Dogg wanting some snacks out the vending
I
machine
can definitely believe that.
and didn't like what we had, and he didn't like
What
it.
did you have? Because I can't front now. Certain
Basic
vending
snacks.
machines
You got your M&Ms and
with nuts or without or both. That's important.
easy. It's a family.
Everybody likes
It's a family
nuts.
program here. Yeah, you got the nuts, the yellow pack and the brown pack.
Mm-hmm.
You got your basic. Your basic. And he didn't like that.
So what he said? He flipped?
Nah. Well, his assistant kept running back and forth, and he kept asking me like, "Yo, what else is in here?" And I'm like, "Well, we're standing in front of the machine. Whatever you see in this glass, bro, that's what's in the machine. Well, you keep asking me like, let me go in the back, check, see what he got."
Was this
Some
before
different
or
kind of
after
everybody.
you interviewed Snoop?
No, I didn't get a chance to interview
Okay.
Snoop. I was just in the building when he was there, and I talked to him in between him. He was there to see Tap Money. So that's how I met him, and that's how I met 50. I didn't see. Sometimes I just be.
You produced a song for 50 before, haven't you?
I did. Look at me. It was for Nat Lotto featuring 50 Cent Uncle Murder.
But still,
yeah, I
you
did
produced
do
for
it.
Gucci too, haven't you?
I did do a record where Gucci was on, but I produced a record for Doughboy, and he had Gucci featured on there. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you get into producing? How did you jump around a lot?
I used to be an artist.
You dibble in everything right now. How do you balance everything out with your family, the radio station, 85 Central?
I studied at 36 Chambers of Death, kid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, you hungry. You gotta. I've been doing it for a long
How
time.
do you get
so-
personal? Do you ever have personal time?
Yeah, well, everything's surrounded by work. Everyone I know is surrounded by music or some sort of media. So, but yeah, I spend plenty of time with my babies. But when I'm not doing that, I work for.
Do you ever involve your family in your work?
No, not really. My kids do help me sometimes with camera work, but that's it. Now look, cut your phones off.
Right.
Here with it breaking off a moon pie over there. The hell is going on over there?
Do you not know?
That sound like a bag of groceries over there.
He can never get that shit open. Do you not know we can hear that?
He was going to get in that bag and get that snack. That was important.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Time out.
Hey,
Oh my God.
he was fighting that
Okay.
bag.
Hard too.
Man, he lost
boom.
that fight, man. Let me tell you.
Okay, boom.
Lost that fight against that bag.
And
But he got the snack now. He done stopped the whole program. Made me cut my phone off, but he gonna open up his snack. Okay. All right. My phone's still off, but he get to eat his snack. I don't get to make no calls, but he get to eat his snack.
At least he ain't smacking.
Well,
That's
that
good.
man is hungry. And that's why I'm not mad
And he
at
don't
him.
even
I'm not
smoke.
mad. He had to do that.
He
Listen,
don't even smoke,
that
dog.
thing had to happen. You ain't never been in that mood? You had the Lance Cracker bag? God almighty. You looking for a blade? I'm going to get in these crackers.
Oh, okay. So,
Lance.
with producing, are you working on anything right now?
Right now, I'm just scoring. Most of the music I'm doing is for my series. But I do still work with a few artists when I get an opportunity to. Yeah.
Who's working with you on 85 Central? Who have you worked with, and who are you working with?
Well, 85 Central is a combination of like everybody on the show is like multi-talented, like DJs, artists, karate instructors. I just made that one up, but they're all very. So I have artists like Streets, Wall, P Wall, J Streets. Vinac is also an actor and an artist and a producer. I had Billy Devour also. Yeah, I'm an assortment of people that do both. Oh, also a shout out to Meek. It's on season 2. She kicking people in the face.
You're the producer, the writer, the editor.
Me and Ina wrote season 2, which is several different variations over a course of a few years.
Who came up with the whole concept of 85 Central?
Oh, that would be this guy here. I kind of did. Again, everything I've ever done with 85 Central has always been a group effort. Mm-hmm. I just always put the pieces in. And first it started with me. Shout out to my boy AJ Do-It-All Willis. We was like, yo, we need. Well, first of all, let me back up real quick. Short story. It started with B-Dot, really. Me and B-Dot was in the car. And B-Dot was like, yo, I'm thinking about doing some stand-up. You should do some stand-up. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do no stand-up. I don't think what I'm doing is funny. And he was like, yo, you should do it. And I was like, no, I'm going to do some real-life stuff. I don't think that would be funny. And he was like, you stupid. That's real funny. He just told me. But he went on and he did it. And, you know, B-Dot worked on it from the ground up. Mm-hmm. And so that kind of, being around him, Rugby 1500, which is a guy who's came into work one day and says, I want to be a cage match fighter. And then did it. And then won all kinds of belts. Show Smooth or Chris Lee or whatever the hell his name is, he started up, because he's got a lot of names. He was wrestling, then he was on the news, then he doing traffic, then he was on the billboard. Like, I know like 15 guys that decided they wanted to do something, just went for it. So when you got that kind of energy, I'm like, man, I'm going to do something too.
I'm just still trying to think, you know, what age do you wake up and say, you know, I'm going to be a cage fighter?
It's amazing. Because anytime somebody tell me that, I'm like, okay, all right, my dude, you smoking something? What you got? Because that's, first of all, it's random.
As hell.
And then, you know, I see him next to Chris Lee. And he's skinny. I'm thinking about wrestling. Love WWE, WWF. I'm like, oh, yeah, me too. But I'm not going to go do no damn wrestling. I'm about to go smoke. Go work out.
Right.
And he like, you know, and then the next time I see him, he's eating peanuts. He's bulking up. Then, a year later, I take my kids to his wrestling match. He's a high-flying wrestler. He's doing backflips off the wrestling mat, off the ring, a year after telling me he was going to do it.
Wow. That's dope.
It was amazing to see somebody do that. And even Terrence J.
Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that?
Cause he's everywhere. You can't get away from damn Terrence. But me and Terrence started radio together, and so we used to always have that conversation. He was another dude. One day, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I was like, okay, Terrence, yay. And then he went and did it. And I'm just like, wow, that's another guy from B-Dot him. So it's a long list of people that just do it. Mm-hmm. And it's like you see somebody and they be like, yo, I just joined the gym. Mm-hmm. I done changed my diet. And then you see them 6 months later, they look the same.
That's me.
I'm not making fun. I'm just saying. But then you might see.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. Okay. What you mean?
It's cool.
I've been working out for 10 years.
It's all right.
I look the same. I look worser.
Moving on amicably. Let's go on to the next subject. That's me, because I do that all the time.
Just because we recognize our poisons, that don't mean it's bad. That just means we got some work to do. That's all that means. Ha.
If I could probably just give up Pepsis, I would be okay.
Oh, come on. You can do that's easy.
No, it's hard.
Come on. Substitute. What else you like other than that?
Dr. Pepper.
Okay. We got some work to do.
Okay.
We got some work to do. Is there a third? I did ask.
Sprite.
Yeah.
I like Chick-fil-A lemonade too. I got some water today though, so I'm doing good.
That's good.
I do try to drink at least 2 bottles of water a day so I can keep my edges. Water is really good for edges. And that's why a lot of women don't have edges because they're dehydrated and they don't understand that. It's
Dry edges.
Exactly. You feel me? Okay. So, with all that you're doing, you're doing a lot.
That's
What's
brilliant.
been like the highlight of your career so far? It's hard to just choose one because you're doing a lot of amazing things.
Highlight, I don't really have no highlight. Career-wise, I don't know. Being on tour, that was probably performing in front of like thousands of people. I was on a Grey Goose tour with Now City for the Bone Thugs and Harmony tour.
Okay.
8-Ball MJG.
Okay.
Lil
That sound
Jon.
pretty dope.
Lil Jon only had one song out. Be a Beer with Ludacris. That was the only
was a
song
dope
out during
song.
that time. And I was on tour with him for the whole time. I was on tour with John for a month and a half. I saw him 2 weeks after the tour was over at Ski House. And he introduced himself to me.
How did you feel? Did you get butterflies?
No, nigga ain't know who I was.
Did we
What's
get
that?
butterflies?
No, what is that? What do you mean butterflies? Butterflies?
I mean, like, did you
Moon pies? Butterflies.
Speaking of performing, I remember a video. Shout out to my late best friend, Dana Lucci. He showed me a video of you performing on a stage. And I wish, can you send us a clip so we can insert that here of you falling off the stage?
I don't have a clip of that.
What happened? How did you fall off the stage?
It was awesome. That was one of my greatest performances ever. The rock star. Drinking. Shout out to Dan Shalinsky. We was on a long ass artist list. We was at the end. Yo, let's go out to the we come back. Shit, it's early.
I saw you do like that.
So we went, we left, we came back. See, I've always had a tight show. Always. Like, every tour I've ever been on, I've always performed tight. I always knew what I was going to do, what song, how long I was going to be on stage, where he was going to stand at, where they was going to stand at. And it saved my performance all the time. So I was already prepared. But there wasn't a lot of people there, so we decided to add a little extra party to it, and we added too much party. So I came back from adding some party. It was my time to go up, and if you see the video, you see wasn't nobody there. Everybody standing in front with just other artists that was on the bill.
I'll see if we can't find that video.
That's fine. I'm not ashamed. Listen, I've done plenty of shows that ain't nobody there before, and I've done shows.
I ain't talking about that.
What's that?
You found.
Oh, but that was the whole. I was trying some new stuff. And
So
the real reason was
So you
I
planned
didn't see the monitor. Hell no, I ain't playing that. That stage was 9 foot tall. Now listen, I didn't see the monitor on the stage. So what you don't see is I tripped before I fell off the stage. Way before. I tripped, then fell off the stage. And I took 4 people with me.
Wait a minute. Okay,
There was a guy standing in a chair. That was my supervisor for my job at the time. Shout out to Eric. That was my supervisor. He tried to catch me. Now, I'm not nearly as big as I was now, but that still wasn't a good idea, especially from that distance by himself.
Oh, my gosh.
However, because of the alcohol, shout out to Zelensky, I didn't drop my mic, and I continued to perform the show. In fact, people swear up and down that I did that on purpose. But if they knew how much that hurt, they would know. I never dropped the microphone. I didn't drop the mic. And Dana Lucci was recording it. He was laughing the whole time. Jay Flex was in the back. He left.
Oh.
Brandon D was on stage with me, my cousin Tone.
Oh, my gosh.
And everybody looked like, dude. Now, let me tell you this, and I'm done. This is what I was thinking. I was talking some shit You know, like an art. Can I curse? I didn't even ask. I just started cursing.
Don't nobody go to church in here. You can curse.
I go to church sometimes. I was talking my shit, and I turned around, and I had the lights in my face, and I started to trip on the speaker. Now, if you see me, I'm waving my arms because I'm really trying not to fall. Because I knew I was going down.
Okay, so wait.
I knew I was going down.
How far is the
speaker? So you hear me say, "Oh shit!"
I heard.
and that's because I was trying not to fall.
You said, "Oh shit," then it was.
And then I went down.
I didn't see the
Can't
monitor.
believe we talking about me falling on the stage.
How far is the monitor from the edge of the? Like how far?
I would say. I don't know. It's a gap, a foot. It's a little distance from there.
What did you hurt when you fell?
My shoulder, my face, my pride. But I owe Dirty that shit. You know what I mean? And I turned it into, oh, he meant to do that. Because here's the thing. Nobody was there. So it was the highlight of the night. But if I'd have picked something to do, that wouldn't have been it. That stage was really tall. But, you know, the liquor, I fell. I was okay.
Numbed it. It numbed the pain to the next day.
It did. People was asking to take pictures with me.
After you got up.
Hell yeah.
What about the people you took down with you? Did they get hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. You had to bring that up. Yeah. Yeah, you just don't take people out and everybody's okay. Them niggas got hurt. But they enjoyed themselves. That was a hell of a performance. Remember how rock stars break their guitars on stage? It was kind of like that. Except I took some niggas out in front, and they loved me for it. All right? It was kind of like a stage dive, crowd dive. It was a big man fall dive.
But everybody was sitting down though.
No. Wasn't no chairs. But yeah, that happened. I got up. I finished my set, and it was legendary. But that ain't the end of the story. Dana Lucci sent it to the BET people, and they started playing it in between the comic views. True indeed. He hit me like, "Yo, is it okay if I send it to BET?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then it was on like 3 days later. You had already sent it.
Now, when he asked you that, did you say, yeah, thinking like, you know, ain't nothing gonna happen?
No, I mean, I thought maybe something would happen. It's pretty damn funny.
It was. It really was. I'm gonna find that too.
Oh, now leave that alone.
No, I'm gonna find it. So within the next 5 years, what is ShowDown gonna be doing? Is 85 Central still gonna be going?
Yeah.
Are you still gonna be producing?
I'm doing that too, yeah. I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of that stuff.
I mean, do you have any plans? Anything you want to share? Any goals?
Well, you know, I'm gonna start working on my first movie probably next winter. But everything's got to go the right way. So the plans are there. I can give you plans for days, but
what's your movie gonna be about?
I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
It's a vampire movie.
Are you serious?
Hell
A black vampire?
You know.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome too.
I mean, but what's gonna be?
I got a couple of names I can't.
Is it gonna
mention.
be like Vampire in Brooklyn? Remember that movie? You ever seen that? Is it gonna be like?
Duh. Yeah, I seen it.
It's gonna be like
something like that.
Okay.
But you know, working on 85 Central, we have distribution for the first season. Small deal for the music and another deal for the clothing line. It's not a line. I want to make cheap T-shirts for people that enjoy the show. I don't want to do a line. I don't want to do fashion. They want me to do fashion. I don't want to do fashion.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with?
With doing fashion?
There's a lot of fashion designers. We got enough. We got new ones. I'm good if that's what you do. That's not. I just don't want to. I don't want to Master P it. Master P did everything.
He really did.
I want to stick to what I'm good at. I got a lot of hustles. I'm good. I'm trying to give artists an opportunity to get their music heard. And when you listen to music in a movie, it's a totally different experience. Like that song just become your shit just because you like that scene. Even if you watch a whack ass movie,
you gonna remember that song.
Remember that song. You hear like, oh, that's the shit from the shit from the shit. So if it's a rap song that you hear, hopefully the Plan got one, and you see something like 85 Central, you hear the music, I'm hoping that will trigger to go look for the record.
That's
but also have that artist play an artist on the actual show, give them that opportunity. So that's what we do. Yay.
So with you being so heavy in music.
Heavy, easy.
One question I have is.
Watch it.
Do you feel, what's the biggest difference between music back then and music now? So just based off of your career 102, when you first started there, the music you were playing then versus now.
Yeah, what's the difference?
What's the biggest change? Do you like it?
I love it, yeah. There's 8 million, I'm not going to go down this conversation because we'll be here all day. But there's 8 billion, gazillion, tacallion, stallion artists out now. Anything you want, you can find it. These kids make everything. The problem is, in my opinion, we talk more about what we don't like than what we do like. Like people that don't like Drake talk about Drake all the time.
Well, I like Drake.
But no, what I mean is, people that don't like Drake.
Champagne pop.
Well, not everyone, but a lot of folks that don't like Drake talk about how much they don't like Drake as much as they talk about people they do like. These young kids don't understand. I'm like, dude, I know some kids named Ilpo right now that sound like
shout
90.
out Ilpo.
But my point is, yeah, there's a lot of bullshit out there, tons of it, but there's a lot of dope, young, inspiring artists that grab their styles from all over. 88,
Who
95,
do you like?
96. Now, and the second part of that is music from the 90s. That's the golden era of music. Those are the godfathers of music. The crazy thing about rap music is it grows into something so much that we don't even know where it comes from. We don't even know where our shit comes from. Like you be surprised where you'll hear something and people will say, yo, that's from Atlanta. And I'll be like, yeah, but I heard Run DMC do that. There ain't no damn Run DMC. And then I play it and then they go, oh yeah, that's what we do. But we didn't know that's where it came from. So it's a complete circle. It's just that, yeah, I used to love MC Hammer. But he,
I had some Hammer fans.
I was a Hammer fan.
They were gold and black.
But
I loved them.
I didn't expect Hammer to rap like Rakim. I didn't expect Soulja Boy to rap like Eminem. When I heard him, I was like, oh, that's what he do. That's what he do. So when he did it the second time, I was like, yeah, you heard the first song? He does the you. So at what point did we expect him to start rapping like Nas? I knew. Once you hear him, if you don't like it, then you know that's not for you. But that kid ran like that the whole time. I just grabbed my closet. I interviewed him twice, and he showed me the Superman dance, and I told him, that's too many steps, young man. You need to break that down. The WAP is just this right here. He was like, nah, bro, I'm going to hit him with that. And he did all them steps, me and Young G. And I told him in Arab, those are too many damn steps. And then he came out with it 8 months later. And then, yeah. So, who's stupid now? But my point is, there's always, they make music for everybody. And I think especially old schoolers, if we took more time to converse about artists that we do like, I think we would start a revolution.
So who do you like?
Well, I really like, of course, Kendrick Lamar. Yay. I like J. Cole. But then I like Waka Flocka motherfucking Waka Flocka Flame. Because sometimes I feel like Waka Flocka Flocka Flocking. Like Biggie and Pac, I need both of them. I don't need anyone to be better. I need both. So when I want to hear Drake is like the hip hop Sade. When I want to hear Sade, Sometimes you want to hear Sade. Sometimes I want to hear Drake. And not all the time, but sometimes I want to hear a Drake record. So I appreciate Drake record. And then I put it away. And then I throw something on a little more hardcore. You know what I'm saying? But I need a little bit of all of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're gonna hear me talk about who I like more than who I talk about who I don't like.
Who do you like independent wise from Greensboro? Or just
well, of
North
course,
Carolina, period.
It's a lot of Greensboro, of course, Elpo. Those are my dogs. Of course, my man Jay Streets. My man Climax. His name is Climax. Tell me. Luke, I seen Luke naturally grow. It's a lot of artists. P Wonder. And then you got new guys like 2 Times.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got guys like Rise. That was on tour with, and then my guys in Raleigh. It's a lot of rappers in Greensboro. I could be here all day. I wish I could name them all. I hate to name one and not name them all, but it's a lot. Rick Ruckus. I did all that.
We had played one of his videos on a podcast with Dana. He pretty dope. He's from Winston, right?
He's from the Treyfold.
Yeah, he was pretty dope. I like that video he had with all the graphics in it.
Yeah, him and Clue Easy. Yeah, Ralph London. Mm-hmm. He's like one of my favorite guys.
What happened to
You got
what's his name from Durham?
Oh, from MC.
Yeah.
Who?
He was from Durham. Oh my gosh, I want to say his name was. Never mind. I don't remember his name.
Okay. It's like rapping down.
From the coleslaw in the vault. I'm from the South.
Yakazama?
Yeah. I didn't want to mess up his name. That's why
I just messed up his name.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's dope.
Is he not making music anymore?
Yeah, he's still out.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty dope too. Pretty dope.
Yeah. Wally, shout out to Wally, was managing me one time.
Oh, okay.
Wally used to manage me one time.
Manage you? Okay.
I got over like 30 what you call them.
Do you consider yourself a celebrity?
No, I don't have fans. I got people that follow me, and I got people that fuck with me. I don't have fans. Like, if I had fans, they'd be the type that I'd drink a beer with. Like a Bud Light.
You drink Bud Light?
I drink everything. It depends.
You said you drink everything.
I don't think I have I've never thought like fan base.
You drink Cisco? Do they still make Cisco?
Yeah, they make Cisco, and hell no, I don't drink no Cisco.
You said you drink everything.
Hell no.
I heard that was liquid crack.
That shit'll kill you. Ooh-wee. I'll tell you some stories about some shit I've drinking.
I used to drink St. Ides back in the day.
Yeah.
And those Zimas, I ain't really like those. It's like seltzer water. That shit was nasty.
I know niggas that used to drink Zima. Whoa. Hey there, killer. Where you going with that silver ass beer you drinking?
It wasn't that funny though.
This nigga drinking a white Sprite.
So I just asked you a minute. Sprite
Tell me about, do you want one?
I didn't think about
I want one of them futuristic ass beers. Boy, if you get the hell out of here, you don't get both of us shot. Drinking a Zima in the hood. They gonna rob us. Them shits look like them frosty ass, them shits look like Gatorades.
No, Zimas came in clear bottles and they had the blue wrap and it said Zima.
And then they had Zima Gold.
See, I ain't know nothing about I wasn't on that level. I wasn't on the gold level.
Had Zima Gold?
I was on the blue level. I'm sorry.
You drink Loco 44s? That shit tastes like jewelry.
Like what?
A gold chain in a can.
How do you?
That shit tastes like.
Why do you know what a gold chain tastes like? Why I have so many extra
tastes
questions?
Like a fork. This shit tastes like metal. You ever had a steel reserve? You had a steel reserve? Mm-mm. Oh my God.
What is that?
Oh, it tastes like cologne. It is terrible.
Why are you tasting these things?
I mean, I'll be out. You know what I'm saying? I need something to drink. Man, listen, I got 1,000 stories. We'll be here all day. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I know one of the guys that used to be a rep for Steel Reserve. And he gave me a whole bunch of cans. And man, that was some of the worst. I don't want to do that. But that was harsh.
That sound that Steel Reserve.
It hurt.
Why would you want to drink something with the name Steel?
I had to because I'm a beer drinker. I want to give it a shot. It was pretty bad. And then I had the Loco and the Juices. JOOSE.
You remember
Tilt.
Did I say Nods?
What was the green? What was the green?
That was
beer?
Snoop's drink, wasn't it? Say Nods.
What was the orange beer?
Say Nods.
No. St. Ides.
Fantastic.
St. Ides fruit juices.
Those were good.
Oh, we used to get a thoughts those.
You said what?
Huh?
You said what?
I said I went to the spot and
no,
I
that's
loved
not what
those.
you said. That was so long ago. Thought wasn't
what?
Even out.
Fruit juice thought drink. Everybody know that.
Don't do me like
What's up,
that.
girls? Come on in.
Don't do.
Y'all want to say not fruit juice? We got black cherry and blueberry. Oh, I like blueberry. Let me get you a cup. College days.
We're going to edit that part out.
That's okay.
So do you have any upcoming events
or
any upcoming works that you are looking for, auditions or?
Well, I'm not yet. I'm wrapping up season 2 of 85 Central. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if we're going to jump in at season 3 or I'm going to work on this movie. I'm a first-time director, so I want to do it right. But I got all my actors in place.
When you start doing the movie more, you going to come back? My eye jumping, that means somebody looking for me.
Is that what that means? I thought that means you going to get some money.
I hope it's a man. No, that's when your hand is itching. So if your left
what
hand
is itching,
your
eye jumping?
Somebody looking for you. And I hope it's a man.
That means something wrong with your eye.
A minute ago.
What that mean?
I hope you're dark-skinned and aggressive. I'm going to pray right quick.
Okay.
Okay.
You just went
He's
somewhere.
He's outside waiting.
Okay. You just went somewhere right there.
I did.
That's all right.
I had to talk with the
looking
Lord.
for Idris Elba outside is what you're saying.
Oh, Lord. His wife? Listen, to each his own. And my uncle tells me I have a big forehead. But, honey, she don't.
You don't like a forehead?
I don't like her, period, because she has Idris. He is so fine. Even though that song is kind of whack, it's okay because it's him. I don't even know how it goes. But
you're not to my Bosie, are you?
You could have saw my ears. I don't even know how it goes.
Your shoulders started moving. You know this one.
It's like a beat. I said it's like a beat.
I'm going to start saying that. You know. This one.
I honestly, I hear it in my head, but I can't.
I know this Bosie, but that's wild.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my joint.
You like it?
I love that song.
I love Idris, so I like anything
okay.
he does.
All right.
What was that movie with him, Chris Brown?
Stomped the Yard too? Who?
Takers. Whew.
Oh.
That was a good movie. He said Stomp the Yard too. Lord.
Drumline? I don't know what the hell that is. One time, I had to go up to I had to do 7 o'clock Sunday at 102 Jams, and I went into work early. And we got long hallways. I opened the door, I went in the hallway, and LL Cool J walked up to me by himself.
Did he have one pants leg up?
I didn't look at his legs. I don't know.
I'll be
wondering. But he walked up to me, and he had black and white. He had the black and white pictures, and he had a Sharpie in his hand. He said, "What's up, fam?" My name is he said, "My name is William." What nigga? I know who you are. Your name is not William. And he said, I forgot what the nigga said, but I was like, "Yeah, my show about to start." He was like, "Oh, that's what's up, man. Would you like an autograph?" And I said, "Why is LL in the hallway by himself on a Sunday afternoon with nobody around with a tank top on, asking me, do I want a black and white?" Of course, I want a black and white autograph. Of course I do. But why did that happen? And that nigga disappeared. I went into the control room. I said, "Yo, LL Cool J just gave me an autograph in the hallway." LL here where? I said, "Yo, they see him." They tried to act like I was lying. Nigga, I got it here. I didn't sign this myself.
But why you say he was out there like he was old and he wasn't supposed to be?
No, it ain't that he was old. It's just that he's walking. I thought he'd be with entourage or maybe a manager or something. It's just him.
How long ago was this?
Introducing himself to me like he's a regular ass dude. How long ago was this? Hi, my name is Todd or something he said. He didn't say I'm LL Cool J. You know
How long ago was this?
This was a very long time ago.
LL was already like 30 when he came out.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not that damn old. I'm not talking about in the 80s. I didn't start radio until 2001.
So he was well into his 50s. Yeah. That's why he ain't have nobody with him. He ain't need nobody.
Nah.
I like LL.
Idris. You think you want to see Idris by himself? I'm not talking about like. I'm talking about. I'm in the radio station, so usually you see a manager or you see people with them.
Idris better not be
by himself. It was like 6:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday. Ain't no club hours.
ShowDown. If Idris is by himself and he let me see him.
It's how you doing?
I ain't gonna be.
LL ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing fine, LL. How you doing?
Still talking about LL.
That was weird.
But you took the autograph, so it wasn't that weird.
I had dinner with Nas one time. He talked so slow.
Was this before or after Khalees?
Oh, well, I don't know. I guess after.
I heard she took him through it.
I just know he had so many diamonds in his chain.
Didn't Nas go with Nicki for a minute?
I said a joke. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I didn't even know they broke up. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said a joke. And then maybe like 5 minutes later, he says, that was funny. He was high. He was super high. And we was eating macaroni and cheese.
That's it?
That's it.
Where were y'all at?
I was at this restaurant in California. I was out there with Soul Life Records. And Sunshine Anderson had performed at the Vanity Fair magazine event. Mm-hmm. Macy Gray was her manager. And I was out there with Brandon D.
I love Macy Gray.
And so I was out there for 2 weeks with them. And so that's a million stories. And so she performed, and after we went to this restaurant where all these rich people go, and they're known for macaroni and cheese. I was like, that is weird.
Let me get some.
Man, I killed that macaroni and cheese. Everybody
was it really
killed
cheesy?
It was awesome. I don't know what was in there. LA was in there. California was in there. It was awesome. It was the best damn macaroni and cheese. And Nas ate all his macaroni and cheese too.
That's good. It was just y'all two?
No, it was me, him, Brandon D, 2 girls, the girl that came with Nas, and then one other manager at the table.
Did everybody have macaroni and cheese?
Everyone ate their macaroni and cheese. Macy Gray, her ghetto ass.
I love her. Don't you talk about her.
She was like, you motherfuckers better eat this macaroni and cheese. This shit is that shit. All the rich people in there eating macaroni and cheese. That's just one story. I had a story every night while I was in California. Especially about the bit. Listen.
What was the wildest thing you've seen?
In Cali? Mm-hmm. I was at a party in Malibu, California, and there was a Nickelodeon kids party. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, because
You're thinking, ShowDown, why you going to a Nickelodeon kids party? But what you don't know is the Nickelodeon kids are the only kids at a Nickelodeon kids party. Everybody else there grown. Not only grown, the porn star India was there. Black India. I'm not saying I know her. I'm not saying I don't.
Okay.
But she was there with a bunch of her friends.
Were they
Keenan and Carol was there.
Lord
smoking hella weed.
In front of the kids?
What kids?
What type of establishment?
Everybody was getting fucked up.
Even the kids?
What kids?
Wait a minute. I'm lost. I'm so lost.
There no kids
Maybe
there.
I'm high. Okay.
I don't know how old Keenan and Kel was at that time. Petey Pablo just came out. So however old they were during that time.
Then, yeah, they
were grown, right?
Yeah.
They were there. The Hercules boys, the big boys. Hercules, they were there.
One of them done lost weight, haven't they?
I don't know.
Okay,
but both of them were there. Mm-hmm. I don't think they were doing drugs, though.
No.
And then there was some football players there and some basketball players there.
At a Nickelodeon party.
Hella drugs.
Did they have the slime?
Who?
The slime?
Nah, it was white. And you don't slide on it. You slide up it. Yeah. It was all kinds of shit going on.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what? I'm good. And the funny thing is, you could talk to somebody just as normal. Bruh, I know. Hey, you want some rock? Nah, bruh. You know what? You have a good night, though.
You ever ended up at a swingers party?
Yeah.
Did you swing?
I swing all the time, baby. I'm swinging right now. No, I ain't been in no damn swingers party. What kind of question is that? I live a regular lifestyle.
I mean, I
make regular money. I ain't got no shit going on like that.
So you got to be rich to be a swinger?
No. That was towards the whole ShowDown movement. It's regular as hell. Now, anyway. Maybe when I was younger. Hell yeah, all of that. Old people swinging party one time.
Oh, like what age? Oh, no, I don't
Shitty
even want to
titties.
talk about that. No, okay.
I said, it smell like she's in here.
Smell like what?
She's. You know what she's is? Shit and cheese.
ShowDown, you want to drop all of your social media?
You ever heard somebody smell like cheese? Yeah, all right. ShowDown Beats with a Z is my Instagram and my Twitter. And those bastards at Facebook made me use my real name. So it's going to say Will Lee Ellis. Lee's my middle name. And when I was in summer school, I used to tell all my friends I was related to Bruce Lee.
Nobody believed you, though.
No, but my name was Lee. You had to explain that shit. You had to explain it.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to...
I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to come out here.
I thank you for coming.
I know.
Because I know you're a busy person. I thank you for
and
coming.
Modeling and everything is hard for me.
Who you model for?
Big Boy Designs. Meat and potato fashions. The Waffle House line. You know the Waffle House had a lot of clothes, did you?
What, just some aprons?
I got the All-Star jumpsuit on right now. No. I just try to get it where I can get it. Hold on, that's my alarm to take my medicine.
Okay. Okay, we're going to leave on that note. We out.
All right.
You're so stupid.